What kind of place is it we live in when roses wilt? Every day the petals drop off the trees of human beings in their wrists as their tears run. What place is it where fog blurs the sun and gunshots make noises louder than love? Every day we've got people in suits high up stacking up stocks, throwing up money in blocks, while the working man barely gets his labor's fruits. These bad old guys are the heads of companies, the CEOs of industries. They're absolute rulers of corporation. To me, it's just an abomination. The way it is, our nation's across when there's no power left, even if two people's hearts cross. We've got thugs on the street killing and stealing for a living, when really, if you ask them a question, they'd give you the politest of answers, because they're also working men, and they know what it's like, stuck doing work and fighting life day and night just to make enough to put bread on the table with only one glass of tap water for a family of 4, 5, or 6. I know what it is, man. I'm no thug, but I know what it is. Fighting against life, conquering my strife and all of it with just a poor man's wallet. Every day I lace up my shoes, I throw on my hoodie, and as I walk out the door, I wish the world good morning. 'Cause I don't know when the IRS might take my house, like I'm just some typical American mouse. I'm shocked, 'cause they just swoop in like hawks. I walk down the street and notice roses growing as I walk. Roses growing from the sidewalk, and I can hear them talk. The earth has stories just like humans. The earth has stories because it's been through history. And what these roses are telling me just ain't pretty. I can't even smell them. I mean, all I can smell is the massive traffic's gasoline. Now, my shoes slam against the gravel and asphalt as I make my way through town. I say hi to every Sally, Joe, Jack, Jake, Ashley, and Natasha, because I see them every now and again. And we're not all perfect, but we talk every now and again. We've all got flaws, but we're still beautiful people. The way we talk, you know we're not business sheep. We've all got flaws, and that's what makes us beautiful. Everywhere across the world, and we all struggle and strive, and in the end, we all grow and thrive. So I'm walking through this ghetto, and now my friends have all said their hellos. And now, I'm in that part not many people like, because it stinks. But I like it because I see potential. Every child playing with their balls, every teen shooting baskets, man. This ghetto town may seem like a kind of hell, but as long as all the people are happy, we can't go very wrong, now can we? I no longer am in that part of town full of apartments and dark alleyways. Now I'm in the rush hour. It's just after lunch and everybody's whoppers and fries, everybody's chicken and biscuits, every single person's grab-and-go Hot Pockets threaten to ruin my clothes. Not like I care if that happened. I'm more focused on what problems they must have to act so rushed. I'm focused on why they have to act so harshly. I'm confused as to why they wear nice clothes and yet wear bad attitudes. People like the big lights from this side, but I can't stand it day or night. I'm passing by the gated community as I zip up my hoodie and as I glance inside and wonder what it's like having all that money. Many times I pass this place. It looks so sweet as honey, but I never seen any single Prius or Camry leave any driveway. I just smirk and laugh. Man, that must be a nice life. But I ended up eating my words. Just before I get out of hearing distance, I hear a woman screaming, a child crying, and a man who won't listen. And my smirk goes away, and I solemnly whisper, "Nah, that's no life for me. That kind of stuff just ain't my cup of tea." And now I pass the graveyard, the funeral home, and I feel like a mortician. I look over all those graves and I see names, but what do these names truly mean? What's the name? What's it worth? And I see all these flowers and flags, and I realize the names are people we lionize, aka idolize, fallen soldiers and loved ones. I know the feel. I still have the memory of watching my grandmother pass from this world, but I know she's watching, and sometimes my spirit will kneel, wondering if she's proud of her grandson and all he's accomplished. I digress. Enough about me. I've now passed Maine, and it's only 2:45. School is out, and all the kids are running on home. All the teens are on their iPhones, listening to music or texting. A few even smiled my way, and man, those days have all passed away. Me, myself, I'm far from passed away. I mean, death could come for me any day, but I'm not scared. My time will come, and I know it. Nothing I can do to slow it, salt the slug. So, I'll invite old Grim with open arms. I'll give him a hug. And now I'm coming up on my turn, getting ready to make my way home. When I look over on the park bench, teen with no phone, see the child facing her hands crying. I glimpse her face and see she's been victim of violence. I sit with her and I wipe her tears, give her some of my lunch and cheer her on. She needed it. I know I do, but that's my problem. At least she's safe at home now. I'm about halfway home and now it's 4. My heart's barely my level of poor. More smiles come my way and it makes me feel rich. I can feel it in my bones, all these people's happiness. I can feel it in my heart, the love my friends share with me. To be perfectly honest, I feel it. And it feels good. So I've been through this city, this big, huge ghetto of a town, and I've seen a lot. I've been around the block, but as they say, the more I see means the less I know. And by this definition, I'm a total fool. I believe it, too. I got people tell me I'm smart, but I just laugh and tell them don't start. Thanks, but I'm not. But thanks, that's good for my heart. These people I've seen, they got rich blood born into wealth. But with it they grew black veins. They've got no viable emotional health. But the people I've heard, they've got red eyes. They work pretty hard, but they got hearts of gold. I can't even be harsh. I mean, I guess I got one too, maybe. I treat everyone with as much kindness as I would my own baby. Now, I'm not big on love, but I won't say it's not important. Now, hey, there's all kinds, not just romantic import. We've got brotherly, sisterly, parental, friendly. We're all linked up, and it's mended me. And now I know my soul, maybe not completely, but it's there. And I think I get this world a little bit better now. I walk in my door, I slip off my hoodie, I kick off my shoes, and I notice something odd. I got a rose growing from my hardwood floor, but for some odd reason, I can't smell it. It's not even the right season, not even a sunbeam. I see this rose, and all I smell is gasoline. And now, it's April a year later, and I still see the showers, my window cracked for just some air. That rose from the floor now in a pot. And I read in the paper this past week Jack got shot. I shed a tear, but I was glad for him. His soul's now hovering. He, unlike the rest of us, doesn't get any more suffering. Even he himself told me, I'm so tired of the ghetto of a world, these dark souls, the overshadow of us. I just pray every day for a way out. And if any way is fine by me, even if it's time for me to let it start my legacy. I looked back at my flower, and a petal fell off at the end of the shower. I looked outside and saw the Spectrum Arch Tower, and then I knew just what to do. Ideas, power. Now I'm in a new place, got some good business, and life's huge big race. And I still reminisce of all my old friends, my built-up face. I still call them every now and again. They call me. It's truly got me pretty happy. Now I'm at the end of my story. I've digressed plenty. I didn't intend to waste your time or be a downer, but I can't help but have some nostalgia. And as I think back to all my ghetto town hours, I even still smell all the gasoline.